Tarnation TV is the YouTube channel. Talladega Nights is the racing league. What's the name of the game, Brad?
NASCAR Racing 2003.
Yeah.
But I probably dropped a couple words in there. There's a...
No, you're right. NASCAR Racing 2003 season by Papyrus Racing Simulation.
There we go. I wasn't sure if it was like Champion Series or if they had some kind of extra title on it, like Super Street Fighter Ultimate Turbo.
Yeah,
like, nope,
take a game.
Just NASCAR Racing 2003.
Yeah, that's it. It's a classic, and we love it. One of the greatest simulators ever created. This evening's race brought to you in part by Talladega Nights. Of course, we're looking at a graphic right now on the screen designed by Craig Hagley himself, my new art director. The art department is flourishing, Brad.
It is, hey? We've got some new hires in the office, and I noticed somebody brought in some plants, so things are starting to look up around here.
And the walls, they're not beige anymore. I like what we've done with the place.
It is. It's punched up. We still got that mystery box on the table. Probably never opened that. And, but yeah, no, it's the art director. That's the thing, right? And once you get that approved by HR, then things really start to take off around our organization.
Yes, exactly. The race this evening, which is what we're looking at right now, is the final 5 of the Fast and Furious Truck Series. Oh, you know something? That's probably Jeffrey.
Is it? Oh, my money was on who's that mailman from Mr. Rogers?
Oh yeah,
it's Kermit the Frog or Count Dracula. Anyways, hello everybody. Hey, it's been a long 3 months of racing on Friday nights. I assume we are live. Is that correct?
We are live on the internet machine. Yes,
on the internet machine. So to who all is watching, hope there's a few out there. So hello everybody, and we're fixing to bring Mr. Blaine up there to do our introductions to you all. So are you ready, Blaine?
We are ready. Let's see here. Yeah, we're looking, and things are ready.
Okay, I'm going to slide me up, and I'll come back and get you. Brad,
cool.
Get the feather duster and the vacuum cleaner out, sir. We'll be back.
All good.
Brad is he tidies up Tarnation TV when we're absent here.
I fancy myself domesticated, yes.
So I will disappear here in a few seconds. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tarnation TV live, and thanking you guys again for another full house. This is going to be fantastic. So, Jeff, I'll let you do the talking.
Well, hello, audience. This is 3 months of hard racing on Friday nights at the Fast and Furious series, and we're getting ready to do a rundown on our lineup for tonight's race. I think we're at 31 drivers. That's amazing. So we're going to start, like always, with the number 0.
Pat McCarsky, Brownsburg, Indiana, driving Carolyn's Irish Cream Wounded Warriors 0 Dodge.
Gary Hauser, driving the number 3 GM Goodrich Chevrolet out of Mount Sterling, Kentucky. Give a shout out to the Elliots, Bob Dixon, and Tarnation TV.
Number 7, Bobby Farrell, Frederica, Delaware. Cummins Throwback Ford F-150.
Larry Wyndham, Blue Mountain, Mississippi, driving the 09 Black Hawk Down Chevrolet. I just want to thank all you guys here for showing up every week and racing, and I'm just having a ball. I love the racing, the drama, the fellowship, and everything about it, and I just want to thank you guys.
Gary Mingus.
Hey, Gary Mingus driving the number 12 USAA Bank Ram Charter. And I would like to say we know what it means to serve. Thank you, Lord.
It's car number 20, Randy Claflin, Cutlerville, Michigan, the Miller High Life Ford. I want to give a shout out to all my fans that I don't have because they wouldn't be watching anyway.
Randy Waugh from Huntsville, Alabama, driving 28 Crimson Tide Chevy. Shout out to Corey, Zach, Debbie, Derek, and Mike.
This is the one, the only Greg the Rocket Palmer, driving the 22 Hooters Silverado Chevrolet.
Hey guys, Billy Ellisler, driving the number 26 Flintstone Chevy.
Number 27, driving the Death by Designs Cadillac, Bob Sire, aka Pumpkin, Burlington, Wisconsin.
Mark Pagula, driving the 28 Wood Brothers Ford.
Danny Carroll driving the 41 Wrangler from Big Stone Gap, Virginia. I'd like to give a shout out to my beautiful family.
Driving the STP 43 car from Macon, Georgia, Bob Dixon. Want to shout out a great doctor's report for Angela, and hello, Trey.
All right, Tom Dixon, driving number 45 Chevrolet Batman car from Byron, Georgia. And shout out to my wife, Tracy, watches our this on YouTube every week. I appreciate that. And thank you, Jesus, for taking care of Angela and the family. Thank you so much.
Ken Roberts, number 55, driving the Texas Pete Hot Sauce Chevrolet out of West Bend, Wisconsin.
Jeffrey Elliott driving the number 56 from Mooresville, North Carolina. I also want to thank all you guys for coming out for the last 3 months of some hard racing, dedicated people, and I appreciate that. We've had a good time here at Talladega Nights. I want to shout out to my brother Chris, Scott, Donnie, and my father and Papa Ed and Peppers. Let's go have fun, guys.
Number 63, Keith Bynum driving the Chevrolet Silverado with hubcap Annie on it. I want to say let's all get together and we can make America great again.
Number 66, Ken K.D. Huntsberry from Orrington, Maine. Like to mention a big, wonderful store, Cozy Corner, and a shout out to the ones watching, Justin and Abby.
Doug Firth, a.k.a. Outlaw, Sarnia, Ontario. Shout out to my buddy Adam's kids there.
Craig Hagley in the 82 Incoast Special Metals Ford F-150. I want to thank everybody for welcoming me out this season and helping me feel welcome. And let's go.
Mike Mangialardi, Federal Way, Washington, driving the 029 Ford F-150 Blackhawk Down car. Shout out to my friends watching at the Rainier Room. Good luck for all you chase drivers tonight, and have fun.
Nate Balsa driving the 079 Monster Energy truck out of Seattle, Washington. I'd like to thank my family and friends for watching, and I'd like to thank all you guys here racing for your support and prayers for my wife Angela. Good luck and thank you.
Greg Lovell from Big Stone Gap, Virginia, driving a number 088 Ford Raptor painted by Frank Divens.
Larry D. driving the 188 Chevy Silverado out of Georgetown, Massachusetts. Shout outs to the oncology departments of both the Angel Memorial Hospital in Boston and the Portsmouth Veterinarian Clinic. You guys did a great job on Mazak. Thank you very much.
Number 388, Dan Lovell, racing the Gray Ghost from painted by Frank Divens from Big Stone Gap, Virginia. Just want to give a shout out to my teammates that are in the top 5, Greg and Denny. I'll be working with you guys as much as I can. Good luck to everybody in the race, and if I can get a W, I'm going to.
Stephen Brandstetter from Randolph, Oklahoma, driving the 510 Miller Lite Ford.
John Godfrey in the Cornelius, North Carolina.
Bob Seminara, driving the 712 Mobs Motors, Town Fair Tire, Shadows on Fire on YouTube. And thanks to Jeffrey and all the guys that put this on, and Tarnation TV. Let's have a good race.
Michael Moore driving the 740. I believe it's Mountain Dew Code Red. I believe he's from Oregon. He says, good luck, guys.
Robert Breedlove driving a 931 Diet Pepsi Chevy out of South Carolina.
Well, there you go, Blaine. There you go, audience. These are the drivers for tonight's race, the final race of this series. Good luck to all. Guys, enjoy the race. Thanks, Blaine.
Thank you, guys, and good luck to everybody involved. And we'll be, this is going to be a good one. I have a feeling. The last couple of weeks have been fantastic, and I'm sure this won't be anything less. Thanks again.
Love you, Blaine. Thanks, Blaine.
Thank you, Blaine.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Blaine.
No, I need to. Hello. I should have a key to this dump.
Oh, you need in. Oh, come on in.
Why am I knocking on the door?
I thought you were knocking. I thought that was.
Did you change the locks? No.
Who me? Who me?
Yeah.
No.
Who, me?
Not me.
Any Howard Stern fans will get that one, the Beetlejuice reference.
Yeah. Beetlejuice.
Yeah, in the house. So, hey, let's see this now. So this is the final 5 race, number 12 of the entire season.
This is the one.
We gotta do the qualifying thing.
Oh, yeah.
But you've got a list of these guys. I'll let you do some talking here now.
This one here.
We've got
for
5.
all the marbles.
Yeah, we've got, out of these 5 drivers you can see on your screen right now, and their names will be on the bottom of the screen the entire race. So you can find them in the ticker. And basically, out of the 5, one of them will win. And it doesn't matter where they all finish. As long as one of those drivers finishes in front of the other 4, that driver will be crowned champion.
That's right. We have, in no particular, I say no particular order, I guess in order of the car number, driving the number 09, Larry Windham. He's one to watch for tonight, one of the top 5, followed by Denny Carroll in the number 41, and Ken Roberts in the number 55, Keith Bynum driving the number 63, and finally we have Greg Lovell in the number 88. These are the top 5 that are going to be the race within the race tonight for the this is for all the bragging rights. And what do you get, a keychain? I think you get a keychain, right?
There's actually Greg won the Shake and Bake season 1 last season. And I made a graphic that Jeffrey put on a coffee mug and sent it to him with like a $50 gift card or something. So
nice,
I'm not exactly sure what the physical prizes are this year, but there'll be something there somewhere.
A lot of that's cool though. A coffee mug, that's something you can use every day to remind you of your victory. People ask you, what happened? Oh, I won the race at Talladega.
Yeah.
You don't have to get any more specific than that. You just tell them that you won the race. And
yeah, it's easy. You're like, something?
Look,
it's a big
look
deal.
it up.
I might be a big deal. Why don't you just Google something for once in your life and find out who I am? Because I'm a pretty big deal.
Take a peek on YouTube. I've been on there live. So
YouTube, you say?
Yeah. What is this wonderful device?
If you happen to be watching YouTube at the moment, you are watching Tarnation TV, and we thank you very much for watching. We, of course, have a website at tarnationtv.com. And there is also, of course, a Facebook page is probably the best way because Facebook's just nice. All those links are in the prescription beneath. Also like to do some shout outs here to, of course, Talladega Nights Racing League for allowing us to do what we do. Jeff and Chris, the league owners, Bob Dixon, the owner of the TeamSpeak channel. I mean, without any of these moving parts, none of this stuff would be possible. So that's fantastic, of course. Then there's Donnie Elliott, who has retired from driving and ended up taking up a full-time job as webmaster. So check out that link as well in the description below to keep up to date with the Talladega Nights, all the different series. They've got basically a series running, Friday and Saturday nights are their big main events, and then they have a couple of different Bob Runs a Dirt Track series on Tuesdays, and on Wednesdays it's the throwback to the Air 88s. I believe that is run by, I think Craig runs that. It might be Craig or Keith.
That I don't know.
It starts with a K.
I'm going to go ahead and say that. That sounds official enough for me.
Yeah, I haven't been able to race over there yet. The Aero 88 mod for this game, we run the Monster Energy 2019 cars here, or on Saturdays. And of course, right now we'll be watching the Camping World Series 2015 trucks tonight. On Wednesday, it's the Aero 88s from 1988.
Okay.
Really fun mod. Old school cars when NASCAR started getting into that aerodynamic stuff. That's a lot of fun. And
Nice.
yeah, big fan of that one. I haven't been able to race over there yet because I've been planning all these races, but tonight should be fun. We're going to watch these 5 guys. Cars right now are headed out onto the track in happy hour. So we will give you a perspective of that. So you're looking at something other than just the standard loop. Drivers have qualified and will now head out on a happy hour to basically find their pit stops. Oh. Hey, Brad,
Who can it be now?
Who can it be now?
Yeah, you might as well let him in. I know who it is.
Hello, guys. I love that song. Can you sing it for me?
Hey now. No, I don't sing. That's
3 bars or anything.
Since we all have our 5 finalists here, well-deserved, hard work and 3 months of racing. So I like to bring you both down. Brad, if you have any questions to ask them, that would be great as well. Sure. So I'm going to bring you both down, okay?
Sounds good.
Cool. The top 5. We will be talking to the top 5. The top 5 drivers, the final 5, I don't know how you want to say it. This is the championship race. Only one of you guys can win. So we'll cut right to the chase. On the screen right now, we are looking at the Texaco, Javelin, Ford Focus. I don't know. There's a lot of sponsors on that thing. It's a pickup truck. Greg Lovell, man, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Blaney.
Oh, it's like no pressure. There's 5 of you guys left in the server of 32 drivers.
Well, yeah, but it's got to finish in front of them 5 or them 4.
Yeah,
and I'll be good to go.
Any plans?
Wish I'd have queued better, but man, these tracks, you got to just stay out of wrecks and keep your truck clean and have good pit stops and just do the best you can do, man. It's really about all you can do, and hope and pray you don't get caught up in a big wreck.
Yeah, what was the qualifying position? We didn't get a chance to look at that.
I got 7th tonight.
Oh, yeah, right on. Yeah, that's not normal for you. You're usually up there on the front row, 2nd row.
Yeah, I messed up.
Yeah, well, that's not too bad. It's 7th is better than 27th.
Yep, that's right.
That's where I would be back in 27th. But anyway, man, thanks, and good luck this evening.
Thanks, Blaine.
Hey, Brad,
Absolutely.
we got Larry Wyndham in the 09. You want to go for that one?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Larry.
Hey, man.
How are you feeling tonight? Nerves high, or are you feeling pretty calm with this?
I'm a little nervous, but it's just this race, and I'm just having a ball, man. I'll just be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's been a heck of a series to watch so far. I've only been from the last half of it, but it's been some amazing racing. And yeah. Oh, where did you qualify tonight for the opening?
I got 9th, so I'm all right. I'm qualifying on the bottom side, so that's where I like to start, on the bottom side, because on that top line, if something happens, usually it happens up there. So
yeah,
I'm gonna try to run the low line for a while.
Well, that's awesome. We look forward to watching you guys out there tonight, and yeah, watching the race within the race and seeing what kind of action we're going to get from that.
I'm gonna say we're gonna have a pretty good race.
I think so.
I hope I can work with the guys that's in the top 5 here. I really do, and I hope we all can get up there and run up front.
Yeah, that would be the ideal circumstances. Nice clean race and right down to the wire. That's what I'm hoping for. But you never know; things can get away from us at Talladega, right? So
yeah,
awesome. Well, best
good
of luck to you out there.
Next on the list, 41 Denny Curl. Any crazy strategies? You got like a bag of thumbtacks in there with you or something?
No. I'm just gonna try to stay out of trouble, and I got a little compartment on the bottom of my truck that leaks oil when I pull a trigger.
There you go.
Nice.
See, I knew there was some kind of like projectile Mario Kart style you could be thrown out the window. See a guy
That's old
dropping
school.
banana peels. Yeah.
That's Spy Hunter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you
that way
have-
they wreck behind me, not in front of me.
That's right. The smoke screen and an oil slick.
the oldest tricks in the book. Do you have any? Is the whole family watching again this evening?
I don't know about this evening, but I'd like to, wish Ken, Greg, Larry, and Keith best of luck, and hope we all have a good race and make it to the end.
That's awesome. I guess we'll keep it moving here. We're running out of time in happy hour. So thanks, Denny. Good luck in the race, and we'll be watching.
Thank you, guys.
Good, man.
I was going to say, Brad, you got Ken, Robert. We're going back and forth here, so we'll let you talk to Ken.
No, all good. But yeah, no, it's going to be exciting to watch, obviously, from our end. But how are you feeling tonight? Pretty confident, I guess. You've had a pretty good season so far, so this shouldn't be too much out of the ordinary. But I guess there's a certain amount of nerves in there.
Just try to treat it like a normal race. It's don't want to be too high, too low. But like the guy said, just have a good clean race, good pit stops, stay out of trouble, and see where we are at the end.
Right. Awesome. Well, best of luck there. And I don't know, Blaine, did you have anything to add to that?
That's pretty much. Did you have any shout outs you want to toss down, Ken?
I just want to say congrats to Keith and Larry and Greg and Denny on a good season, and let's have a good one.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be a good one. Thanks, Ken. Good luck.
Good luck to you guys. Blaine and Ken, Keith, and all you guys, Denny, Larry.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
Keith Bynum driving the Hubcap Annie truck. How you doing this evening, number 63?
Hey man, I'm getting ready to run this thing, and if I got to run with these top other four brothers here to keep us up front to hash it out at the end, that'll be okay with me too. But I'm ready.
Yeah, it's good to see you in the final five. I think you even missed a race this season, and we're still able to lock down the championship rounds.
Yes, I did. I did miss a race. I don't even remember. I think I was in a poo tournament or something. I didn't forget what it was, but I did miss one, and we don't have provisional, so I did have to I was lucky I had some good points. That's all.
Yeah, well, it worked out. You're here in the final five, so anything can happen tonight, man. So, good luck. We'll definitely be watching.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for hosting all these races for us. It's been enjoyable. I'm excited about the ALS race next week. I hope everybody knows that's a very, very, very bad disease. It tears somebody down fast. If we're going to raise money for a family, I believe, on the next week's race, and that's a beautiful thing. But just always keep in mind all kind of cancers, all kind of sicknesses, that donations, anytime you got extra money, even to Shriners, where you see the kids on TV and all, if you got an extra buck, throw it out. You ain't got to sign on for no $19 every month. You can give $1 or give $10, but from your heart, it counts. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's
We're
right.
all going to be white knuckling it.
Yeah, it's going to be a great race next week. And
Well, Blaine, I'd like to say something on behalf of Talladega Nights from Chris and myself and my admins and staff. Thanks, guys, man. It's been a long 3 months of racing. You made it this far, only one winner, but you guys are all winners to me. All these guys are winners. We got a really good group of guys here that come out every week, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. I want to congratulate you five for making it this far, and thanks again to Blaine for broadcasting these races for the last 2 seasons, actually 3 seasons almost combined. So thanks, guys, and Brad, awesome, man, that you found Blaine and you came aboard. So it's been a treat.
Oh, thank you. It's been nice you guys to have me here, and it's really having fun, learning more about it every day, and just being part of this community is a really good time. So I'm looking forward to the next race. Thank you very much.
All right, Blaine, let's get it on. What do you say?
Let's do it, man. I mean, we got times of wasting. Kick the tires, light the fires, keep them between the stripes. Let's do it. Good luck, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
And if you ain't first, you're last, right? So let's get it on.
Let's start
A wise man once said.
Yeah. That's it. I like the Talladega Nights. It was just I gotta watch the movie again. I just found the DVD and
oh, it's so good, just endlessly quotable, right?
So I love. I don't really. I like the movies that I see Will Ferrell in. It's either one or the other. Like I'm not a huge fan of his because I'm kind of 50-50. Half of them I love them. The other half I could care less. But Talladega Nights and Anchorman, like Talladega Nights is so good.
Old school. I like that.
Yeah. But like Sacha Baron Cohen's character in Talladega Nights is so funny. He's he's like the
French
Italian open wheel guy.
That's right. Yeah,
Ricky Booby. But yeah, that's well, hey, that's where this league got their name from.
Well, up until I started but watching the racing and calling it with you, that was about the extent of my NASCAR knowledge. So this has been quite the journey these last few weekends or more. And maybe some of the people tuning in at home, maybe not. Maybe if you're watching it, you already know everything there is to know about it. But I'm enjoying the learning about it. And now just I found myself looking at racing wheels and simulator setup, or at least racing chair setups online.
You know what? I've got pictures of somebody smashing the door down again. Dave Jandry. Good evening.
Hey, hello. How you doing?
Oh,
Blaine, we didn't have Dave in the intros. I don't believe. I just want to let everybody know he is in this race. I'm glad to have him in here tonight. So I just didn't know if you wanted to say hello to him real quick. But I just want to let everybody know, the fans, that he is in this race.
Oh, you mean the intros like in the rendered cars at the start?
Correct. He came in, I think, right after the intros.
Oh, I was going to say we do have Dave's car, but that's tomorrow. We don't have a truck. But yeah, man, good to see you here on a Friday night. This is wild, especially to be here in the final race of the season, and get this thing topped up to 32 drivers. So, you are working with anybody out there this evening, or?
No, I usually don't run this on Friday nights too much, and I got in and I thought, well, I'll give it a try, and made it in at the last minute.
Yeah, I was going to say it was definitely a close call. I'm trying to find you on the. Oh, you're still driving the 51, so you did get in your own number.
Yep.
Cool. I wonder if there's. I see you out there now. I'm going to check.
All right. Well, we're going
to
get going real quick, Blaine. I just wanted everybody to know out there that Mr. Jandry's in the house, and we need to get back up there because we get ready to party.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for allowing us to abduct you for half a second there, Dave. So yeah, good luck tonight.
You're welcome.
Yeah, best of luck.
All right, thanks.
Last minute edition, yeah, because Craig is a genie when it comes to the truck renders that we roll.
Is that who does most of them? Yeah,
he does the renders at the very start when it's Kelly Kazi Buckshot in the 0-0.
2 minutes to talk.
How's it going, guys?
About his big race coming up next week.
Yep, I was going to say, let her rip there, Kelly. Go for it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you talk about the race or what?
Yeah, we want to plug your race in for on the 18th. You got about a minute and a half.
Oh yeah, man, we got the big race coming on next Saturday, and it's for ALS and Team Elmo, which is a good friend of mine. Joey Santamont passed away from ALS, and so got an outstanding racing staff and racers that are going to be out there, and it's going to be a really good race, I do believe, and it'll be broadcast by Tarnation TV, the best there is, and I think it's going to be a really good deal.
Well, thanks for the kind words, man. Yeah, we're the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, if we can quote Bret Hart.
I like it.
But yeah, man, that's going to be a great race. There is links in the description below of this video for donations, but we're asking people wait until the actual day to donate because we kind of want to see a spike in dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Which will be cool.
Exactly. They've got Joey had passed away a couple weeks ago. He couldn't quite make this battle last as long for the race, but he's anyway. It's still they've still got some bills and stuff that they have to go through, and his daughter just graduated. She's going to be going to school, so there's some other needs for the family, and we're going to try to do our little bit to help out.
No, it's going to be a fantastic race. Special events are always so much fun, and you get a lot of different eyeballs that are hitting the screen too. People who might not even know what this thing is. Well, they're going to find out pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people I think going to watch the race. Just like you said, there's a good group that was really supporting Joey. He had a huge amount of friends that were helping them out, and they're going to be watching. And so I think we'll put a good show on for them, and actually we're going to try to make an annual event, to really make awareness towards ALS and also really just to keep his name going forward. So I'm hoping we can do this every year, and it'll be a good deal.
Yeah, it'll be
all right, guys. We're down to 30 seconds. 30 seconds play.
Right on, man. Well, good luck tonight, Kelly, and we'll be watching. And everybody tune in next Saturday right here. We'll watch the big race.
All right, thank you. Hopefully, I'll be back to see you at the end, bud.
Perfect. And away they go. So we're getting ready to go green. Whew. I'm tired already,
There we are.
buddy.
That's time for a water break, and
Can
is it time to crank it up yet? Whew, that's a big night.
Exactly, yeah.
I am bushed.
Yeah, bushed. Yeah, we have to keep it PG.
Yeah, I am knackered. I am tired.
Exhausted. Yeah, unfortunately, Jandry, he joined a little bit later into the race, so we don't have a car or truck file for him. He is running the 51, and there is a 51 on the door, but as you can see on the broadcast, the textures don't line up because it was just a last-minute addition. So that at least we can see the numbers. So
there we are.
Lots of good drivers in that race next week. It's basically a who's who of NASCAR 2003 simulation stuff. This evening's administrators on track are as follows: Bob Pumpkin Sire, Bob Dixon, Ken Roberts, Jeffrey Elliott, Keith Bynum, Craig Hagley, and Greg Lovell. So those guys on track can control black flags, adding laps to drivers if problems should occur, things of that nature. They have different control over the game. They can run different commands, and it helps out guys like Jeff and Bob. I guess we're jumping in the car, buddy.
Time to jump in and bail out. There we are. Well, that was a decent race. Time to retire.
Yeah,
and
he had enough of that.
Yeah, that was on the track for a minute. That was more than enough for me.
We are done.
I was chatting with I won't say who, but there was one of the racers before. They told me the strategy when I was down in the pit row earlier. Told me they took some cues from Smokey Eunuch and ran a little bit of extra fuel line under the seat of the car. So there may be a little bit of a less pitting for one driver. You watch and see if you can tell who it is.
Yeah, it's the old extra fuel line gimmick. They're like, oh, we got an extra 3 gallons. Well, how'd you do that? Well, we had 45 extra feet of pipe underneath the car.
Right.
I love the old school, man. Like if you're not cheating, you're not trying hard enough.
Right. And he was the same guy who masterminded the fact that he built a 7/8 scale version of his NASCAR. And they're like, yeah, it looks kind of odd, but wasn't bad enough that they noticed it. And so he was able to race with one that was just an eighth of a size smaller, scaled down.
Sounds about right. I mean, mathematics.
Right.
I think I can get through.
Once you bring factions. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you go ahead. You can get through them all.
You think I can? They're on the back straight right now.
Well, if I stop talking, you probably could.
Here we have this burgundy looking purple truck. That would not be anyone because that would actually be the pace truck. But behind the pace truck, we have Ken Roberts, Bob Seminara, Randy Waugh, Dan Lovell, Denny Carroll, Robert Breedlove, Denny Carroll again, Greg Lovell, Greg Palma, Larry Wyndham, Stephen Brandsetter, Craig Hagley, John Godfrey, Gary Heiser, Keith Bynum, Nate Balser, Ken Hunsbury, Bobby Farrell, Outlaw, Doug Firth, I think is his real name, Larry D., Gary Mingus, Bob Pumpkin Sire, Buckshot, Kelly Causey, Pat McCarsky, Mike Mangialardi, Mark Panglia, Randy Claflin, Jeffrey Elliott, Dave Jandry, Bob Dixon, Billy Ellisar, and the Batman himself, always, Tom Dixon. Fine as frog hair. Ask Tom how he's feeling, and that will be his answer every single time. I'm as fine as frog hair.
You know what? That's pretty fine.
Extremely. All right, let's get back up the front of the pack here.
All right.
I'll just hold down the V button. Go right through the whole field here. Off to a glorious start already.
You had that time to spare on that one.
Pretty good, eh?
Not bad. You've gotten it down to a science. Even with all the filibustering in the beginning of the chatter there, you still managed to, although partway through the first lap, you got it. So that's the difference between us and the other guys. At Tarnation TV, you get that professional quality. You won't see that anywhere else. So thank you for tuning in and choosing the finest. And also, never mind the fact that we were the only ones available to do this. That has nothing to do with nothing.
That is nothing.
We're still the best of the best. That was available. So there's that little caveat in there.
Yeah. Nobody else wanted to do it. Look who stepped up.
Right? No. I wouldn't call us heroes. Sorry, you didn't.
We're too humble for that. Yeah. Here's a question for you. Do you mind answering a question?
I don't know if it's in my contract or not. Yeah, go ahead. What do you got, bud?
Just curious. If Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care, why did they write a song about it?
Somebody cared a lot. They cared. They were lying. Whoever wrote that song was a big old liar.
Well, if we don't care, then save your breath.
Right? Nobody wants to hear your sad song.
No, exactly. Put your guitar away, sir.
Yeah. That was the very first blues song ever written. That's how sad that guy was about it. I have no idea.
He was so sad. He created blues.
I don't care about corn, but I do a little bit.
Just enough to pull up my acoustic guitar and play a G chord over and over again.
Write this song. Oh, man.
Off to a great start. Both two solid lines all the way from front to back. I like this TV1 camera that I've installed. You can see the pushing right here.
Oh, that is.
Glorious new camera set for season 2. I'll probably find some different ones for season 3. Every season I try to change something. The track surface is dark, which is not what Talladega actually looks like. But
no, this is just the mod, right? Because Talladega is typically the gray, washed out kind of like concrete track.
I think so. It's or really old asphalt, but I think really old asphalt would actually fall apart. So it must be concrete. But yeah, this is kind of a fictional track surface. So the track is the same, but the surface is dark. But I think I will go back to the gray for once the season's done. I just I put in some changes and then I take them away.
You have a poll and see what the racers and the fans like. We should probably include Mario Kart's Rainbow Road on there too, just in case somebody built Talladega at Rainbow Road.
That'd be great. I would love a translucent rainbow surface to put on here.
Yeah, like the Rainbow Bridge from Thor.
Ooh, yeah.
As a quarter-mile track.
just a quarter mile, super short.
Just across the bridge.
Yeah.
Who can get there first without falling off the edge?
So we got these guys going single file up front, and then like 7 rows back, they're just doing the 3 wide thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nose to tail down the back straightaway. Greg Lovell looking for an inside line, abandoning the 09 of Larry Windham, but Larry's got the option to join him if he wants. Remember, keep your eyes on the bottom of your screen. Those drivers are racing each other within this race for the championship. So currently focused on Greg in the 088. He is one of them. However, leading the race, Ken Roberts in the 55 is also one of them.
The track that we're running tonight is the Talladega RTG version 3, and they've got it set up just right for these races. They do a 47 lap race, right? So we're looking at a 3 times pit window. So under ideal circumstances, we should be pitting about every 12 laps. But that's not common enough to see around here. Not every night to get 12 laps without even a yellow, but it'll be interesting.
It's one or the other. Sometimes there's gremlins in the air where it's just stuff just happens. And other times you run the whole race green from flag to flag. So we'll see what happens tonight. So far, so good. Multiple lines. Guys are flipping and flopping, and everything's a third line starting here now up near the wall.
And yeah, the same thing. And they got the damage set to moderate as usual.
Mm-hmm.
So then that way, if there is some bumping, that it's not going to end your game. You can still get out there and rub some paint and still have a chance. And then I just learned some new information tonight too, that the pace speed is 70 miles an hour. Now, I don't know if that's the case in all races like that. And then also that the pit speed was 55 miles an hour. I knew they were set, but I did not realize the actual speed. So for those of you watching at home, now you know.
Yep. When you come to the pits, you got to hit that yellow line at around 55. Otherwise, you could get a speeding penalty. Under
That's
green,
a set gear,
that's
right?
Bad.
There's a set gear for that because they don't have a speedometer, correct? Because you don't need to worry about how fast you're going. You just need to be faster than other guys.
Yeah, there's a speedometer in the game, but in real life, they don't have a speedometer. So the crew chief will actually tell you, like, you got to stay under 55, stay under 2,500 in second. So he'll show you if you're in second, you want to be under 2,500 RPM because that would equal 55.
Okay.
Some guys, because you can turn your speedometer off.
I take it you played this game just a few times. You sound exactly like the announcer.
Couple
like the pit crew.
times. Yep, John St. John. That's the man. Also played Duke Nukem.
He's got quite a range on him, that gentleman does.
When I found that out, I'm like, why does that name look familiar? I'm like, damn, those aliens are going to pay for screwing up my ride. Or, don't speed in the pits. Like he's completely different. But I mean, that's why you hire a voice actor, so you can have different characters, right? So he does his North Carolina thing for the video game, and he does his Duke Nukem impression for Duke Nukem.
You know what? Yeah, I didn't know that until you told me that. That was a fun thing to learn about that. I would have never, in 1,000 years, I would have never pegged it as that.
I played this thing for years before I found out it was John St. John, because I was flipping through the manual or something one day bored, and I'm like, wait a second, why does that name look familiar? And there you go.
There we
Where's
are.
the 41? Let's see. We've been locked on Greg for
running
a while.
in fourth there.
Fourth position, the Wrangler themed. That's an old Dale Earnhardt style paint job right there. That's pretty hot looking.
That's a cool color scheme. I do like that.
Mm-hmm. One of Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s original deals. Oops, that's the 45. 41. So it's Ken Roberts, Bob Seminara, Randy Waugh, Denny Curl, and Greg Palmer is your top 5. Roberts, being in contention for the championship, is also leading the race. Denny Carroll in 4th place.
In 4th place, and he's got the whole cheering section in the YouTube comment section as well, too. So it's got Bobby and Cody and cheering for him. So that's always good, too. You got someone pulling for you? You got a little extra to race for?
It's going to be good, man, because these guys, especially in a race like this, they're not so much going to race. You don't really want to race the guys who are in contention for the championship too hard, but they're also not going to pull any punches either. You notice how they all just went down to the yellow line?
Yeah.
We might be coming upon pit stopping under green.
We are 11 laps. So
yep, that's the window. So the window is open.
Looks like, yeah. Okay. So probably next time then, I guess.
You want to do a crank it up inside on Denny?
I think we should. Yeah. Let's
cool. Oh,
let's see what she do.
Crank it up. There it is. Oh yeah, audio not working for the game for some reason.
Weird.
Technical difficulties.
All right, so what do you want me watching on Greg Lovell here?
Okay, just keep it where our mics are back up again. Apparently, I lost game audio, so I'm going to try to fix this right now. Greg may have got a penalty coming into the pits there.
Oh, okay. How would you know? I'm watching him coming in there.
On that replay, even though we couldn't hear it. That's a shame. Sorry about that, ladies and gents.
I don't think he did. I was just watching the replay back there, and it looks like he didn't at any point get past the 388. So unless there was going multiple tickets, I think he would become okay on that one.
Yeah, because he passed Denny on the way into the pits.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see if maybe I wasn't looking close enough there.
Yeah, so I'm just curious because he was coming in really hard there. I'm thinking he may have actually passed.
Okay,
he did pass Denny. I was just thinking, I was looking at Denny's speed, and Denny hit the line at the pits at about 60 miles an hour.
Oh, okay.
And,
so it could be close,
and Greg actually passed him. So it doesn't say he got a black flag according to my stats.
No, it didn't look like it said he got low. Looks like he caught that yellow line and it pulled him down a bit, but I don't think he was actually ahead. It was close. Like it looked like he was going down super low before anybody else, but upon further review and my complete lack of actual knowledge of racing, I declare him innocent.
Nice. Okay, perfect. Yeah, apologizing to the fans right now. The little bit of audio problem there. I do believe I have it fixed. Unfortunately, I'll have to reboot the game.
That's the problem with.
I hope we had game audio the whole time. Were we just talking? Could the people not hear the? I don't know if people could hear the actual cars.
Yeah, let us know in the chat if you were able to hear us. I'm assuming they must have been able to hear it because they would have
sound. So I think
that must have been just when you had to crank it up. Something happened.
It might have been for the entire time. It may have. I may have had no game sound the whole time. My sliders were working.
Well, you know what? We get what we pay for, and we're currently using free intern labor here at Tarnation TV, so we can't really. It's like, you know what? I'd like to fire him, but he's not even costing us any money. So, yeah, next time we're gonna get Tony on the switches there to make sure he's got his stuff together.
There we go. I think we have audio now. Oh, that's a shame. I hope I didn't have the game muted the whole time. To crank it up, let me just check it 1 second. I'm gonna hit crank it up real quick here.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Audio issues. That's cool.
There it is.
Yeah, it's working now. Everything's in the green. It's funny how I will check. Currently locked onto the 66 of Kent Huntsbury here. It is funny how I will triple check everything before the race starts, but every once in a while.
You get a gremlin in there.
Yeah. Things will, like I say, we talk about gremlins.
That just goes to show you how awesome the people are at home watching this. They're like, and as soon as something goes wrong, we'll know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was testing the volumes at the start in the intro, and I could hear everything fine, but that's different because those sounds are actually coming from a different source. For some reason in the game, it wasn't pulling audio from the game, but it's working now. Currently focused on the lead pack. John Godfrey here running at the line anyway, scored in 5th position. Everybody knows here at Talladega that could change within half a second.
Right?
So everybody pitted around a lap number. The window was like 11 to 13 ish under green.
So we're looking at any time within the next 2 to 4 laps for the next pit. Nice clean race so far. That's fantastic.
Yeah, great. Last 2 weeks, man, we've been spoiled rotten.
Right? If they keep driving this good, they're basically not going to need us anymore. We're like, here's the race. We'll talk to you when it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can watch it just the same as us.
And if you want the authentic, if you do want the authentic Tarnation TV sound that was at the beginning of this broadcast, turn your TV's volume off and watch the race in silence. Because, doing a crank it up in a NASCAR race when everything's muted is how we roll.
You feel like these new electric NASCARs.
You know what? Maybe that's what it was. The new hybrids. I don't even know how I did that. I don't know how I managed to actually mute the game audio. That doesn't make any sense. I never even touched that thing. It's locked for a reason, but who knows?
It's a mess
done is done.
Epic proportions, and I will be baffled forever how you pulled it off. No, honestly, the fact that you pulled it off any given night, managing all those knobs and switches, that control board from 1936. It's quite a system. I've never seen so many analog switches in one man's basement, but it looks like a hydro substation down there. Yeah. It's amazing. He basically works in a nuclear plant on that end of Tarnation TV.
Nobody will get this reference except a Canadian hockey fan, but this board I'm using is from the early 70s, and they call it the Haley Wickenheiser.
Oh, inclusive, as we are here.
She is the greatest. She's in the Hockey Hall of Fame.
For a reason, absolutely.
How many gold medals has she got? About
like
10?
At least 100.
About 48 other ones.
Yeah,
she was the best captain the women's hockey team ever had in Canada. Like, just never lost.
No, look at
Let's
this.
go through the 5 here. Let's find the 5. So we got Larry Windham in the 09, currently scored 17th position right there. Running behind Gary Mingus, just crossing the stripe. It's 15th position for Larry. The 41 of Denny Carroll, currently scored in 8th position here in the main pack. The 55 of Ken Roberts is leading the race. He has led 16 laps tonight. 4 of those laps were led by Bob Simonera and the other one by Greg Lovell. And Randy Waz also led 1 lap. Keith Bynum in the 63 truck, currently being scored in 19th. Hanging out with Wyndham back there. Last but not least, the 088 of Greg up there with right behind Ken.
A little clip in the middle of the pack there. Going to go back and see who that was.
Oh, is there a spinorama or just some bumping?
No, somebody got knocked down below the line there. I think there was a little right here at the 22:32 mark. I'm just going to go and see what is happening here.
I guess, because we're still green, so.
Oh, okay, it must have. Yeah, I'm just getting a different camera angle here coming through the...
The leaders come out of the turn number 4 into the tri-oval. They are working on new round of pit stops. So because we messed it up last time and Crank It Up was completely silent, let's do it again with actual sound this time. We'll do Denny Carroll again. We'll put it right on his truck, and we'll see what happens here. These guys are getting ready to pit. The last pit stop was fantastic. I thought Greg might have sped into the pits, but apparently not. Crank it up, everybody. For real this time. Hey, that's better. And that's how you pit, man. Like the 10 trucks going in there.
Yellow's out.
Not running each other over. Oh, yellow is out. And able to get the race off of pit road there was great. Being in the cockpit of Denny Carroll, the 41. He didn't disappoint both times. Of course, the first time there was no audio, so that was kind of boring. So we definitely made up for it. So now we are under yellow here on lap number...
Lap number 26, is it? I'm trying to find it here.
Should be 27 or so, I think.
Oh, the current lap, sorry. I was just looking for where the yellow came out.
We will pause here and see where the yellow flag came out and see what happened there. So we were under a second round of green flag stops. So some cars and trucks, I'm always going to say cars.
You know what? Yeah, well, that's bound to happen. So around 26 lap mark is when it went yellow for sure. I'm just going to go back up a little bit here and see where exactly.
Yeah, it was on Jeffrey there in the pits. I'm just looking for the moment of yellow.
Oh. Okay, so it's green at 24:52. And then the next light hits up here at 24:56 is still green. Oh, okay. At 24:55 was the yellow time of the yellow.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's the flag man there. I just kind of locked on the flag guy so I can see when he brings the yellow out. And then we can zip around the track here and find some smoke. Oop, there's a guy facing the wrong way. It looks like it is Gary Heiser in the 3. Get a different angle on Gary.
Hopefully he's all right.
The 3 good wrench truck. Ooh, that may have been heading to the pits. Actually, that could have been a whole lot worse. There was nobody behind those trucks. It looks like the 510 of Steven. It's possible. Yeah, these guys are lining up to pit, I believe, because he's dropping speed a little bit early. A little bit, maybe not a little bit early. He was off the turn when he slowed down. Not too bad damage. The tires are definitely going to need to be switched up.
It looks like he clipped the bumper by the box of the truck on. He hits the wall here.
So Steven opted to stay out because, as we were talking about last week, the pits are instantly closed.
Oh, as soon as the yellow comes up, so he didn't have a chance. He had to go around.
If you could see both flag men, you've got the flag guy on the flag stand at the start-finish line. He starts to wave the yellow. The guy down by the pits will pull out the red one and shut those pits off. So you can go down the pits. You just can't get service.
Yeah, you got to pump your own gas.
Yes, exactly. If you went down pit road and it was closed and you drive right out the other side, you're fine. But if you stop and get tires, I mean, sometimes you have to get gas. You just have to take the penalty. And it's under yellow, so it's not bad. You just go to the end of the longest line, and when we go green, you will start with the pack, which is very important at Talladega. Sometimes you have no fuel, you got to take fuel. Knock, knock, knock on my chamber door. Dan Level is in the house.
What's up?
Good evening. How are things looking out there from your angle, sir?
Well, just trying to keep the wheels under it and keep the fenders not dented, and work with my teammate here and, see what I can put together. If I can get a win at the end of it, I'll be happy. If I can help one of my teammates win the championship, I'll be happy with that as well.
That's some good track position you got there now. It's showing you've taken 2 pit stops. So do you think you'll be good to the next cycle, or are you going to duck down in there, or what's the plan?
Nah, we should be good. We're clutching, saving fuel here, so I think we'll be good till the next stop. Take a full tank of fuel and no tires next time by, and we should be good.
Right on. I like the paint job there because you've got the Dale Earnhardt 3 on the 388. I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's a scheme me and Frank Divins came up with. He painted this thing for me about 4 years ago. I love his truck.
Nice. Yeah, I hear the name Frank Divins, not as much as some of the other painters, but the vehicles I see that he painted are always great, very unique.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good at what he does.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that it blends right in nicely, and I like the option. I like how you tuck the Earnhardt Senior 3 on there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the Senior 3 and the Dale Junior 88 that he used to drive.
Oh,
Hey,
right.
Blaine.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, sir.
Hey, Blaine, don't mean to cut in, guys. I'm going to try to grab one more guy since we almost went caution free here. If you don't mind, I'm going to grab another driver real quick.
Yep, no problem. You got any shout-outs there, Dan, you want to toss down?
Yeah, just shout out to my family. Always wish them the best. And give everything to the Lord, and just my teammates here. Appreciate you guys for doing what you do. Blaine, always appreciate you. You do a great job. I watch these every time these broadcasts every time we finish a race. It's exciting to watch, and you guys, put together a good platform for us, good viewing for us, and it's fun to race and fun to watch it afterwards.
Awesome, man. Thanks for the kind words. Good luck. It looks like we got one to go.
I'm sorry, Greg was talking to me. What'd you say?
Oh, I just said thanks. I said good luck. I said I'll let you get back at her because we got one to go.
Appreciate it, man. Just wish us luck. Keep it together and hopefully get a good finish here.
Right on, man. Let's see if we can get one more quick one. Jeffrey may not do that because now lights are off. We'll be going green next time around. Then he's like, oh, we always like watching the broadcast after. It's always such a good show. I'm like, well, for the first 9 minutes, it's complete silence. So you're welcome.
Which might make it the best show yet.
Yes. It's like, let's do an impression of what happened at the first start of this broadcast. It's like, shh.
Right? So they would have missed all the tunes.
No, because the tunes are on a separate channel. The only thing that wasn't coming through, the only thing that wasn't coming in was the game itself. So the engine sounds and like crank it up, for instance.
So they got to hear the intro loop by our buddy Jonathan Berry, also known as the Woven Warrior 28 on Instagram.
Yes.
And they'll be looking forward to the closing loops towards the end. Was it Winter Circle loops? Is that where Julian Craig is?
Yeah, Julian tossed me some tunage and I allowed me to use it. And yes, you are correct. It's when the winner is doing a burnout. We got some tunes from him.
That's what we got. So he is on Instagram as well at Julian198611. So check him out there. Check these guys out. And also the guest spotlight, if you will, the music for tonight was the Day Street Brothel. Some local boys out of Kingston, Ontario. They're involved in a bunch of bands, and they got a bunch of different tunes with
John
a bunch of different. Yeah, well, exactly. They play with everybody. There's countless albums by different bands and guys that play with. So check them out on Spotify. And let's get back to the racing here and see what's about to take place now that we're back on green.
Yeah. So looking at what was the fuel window we were saying?
We were looking about 12.
Looks like about 11.
Conservatively
they start
12,
up.
but it could be up to 14 because we saw. I think some guys push it up to 14 on the first go if it wasn't.
Whoa! What happened there? I just had another internet glitch. That's really strange. I need to reboot my modem, I think. We are currently showing a lot of black flags on the statistics screen. For Bobby Farrell, Nick Balzer, Robert B. Love. Those are irrelevant. What happens during actually, none of you guys can even see that, but those flags will be cleared. Upon a restart, you're only allowed to pass another vehicle to the right.
Oh, okay.
So if you actually advance your position on the left of a vehicle before the start-finish line, it will give you a black flag. So as of right now, they have all been cleared. There is about 7. So that's a lot of work for the admins. And like we said, the administrators are on track driving, and they have to type that information in to clear those flags.
Yeah. So if you're not too busy holding the wheel straight, going into turn 3 at 200 miles an hour, could you kindly do some computer work on the side?
Could you type my number into your minus black flag algorithm? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. If you No, it's amazing the amount of work that goes into putting this show on. The least of it, which is done by me. I just show up here.
Yeah, but you're out to it, man. It's a lot of fun.
No, I show up and I say, hit me with some of that makeup and get me camera ready.
Yep.
Because people keep telling me I got a face for radio. But I said, nah, I got a face for YouTube, behind the scenes.
Even better, yeah, not being seen at all.
What do you think my mom meant by that? Anyways, maybe for later.
Yeah. So the fuel window is interesting because nobody out there right now is going to make it to the end. I'm thinking lap 44 at the latest, maybe even 45 if we go green. And this is a 47 lap race.
Yeah, so even 14, 28, 42. So yeah, even if they're going like all the way up to 14 per, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody pit? No, I don't even trust. I think during that last yellow, everyone just stayed on the track.
Yeah, they did pit at the beginning of the yellow, but that will not get them to the end of the race because that would have required them about 18 laps, which is not possible on a 3 times multiplier.
Right.
So currently in the lead, who is also in the championship contention, the 088 Greg level. Let's find them. Let's find
switching
the other
up
guys.
there. I haven't been paying attention up there in the front to see because Ken Roberts was leading comfortably for a while there.
Yep.
And now he is.
If you can win the race in the championship.
Well, that's it, right? It's anybody's game. With those 13 laps, might as well be 10 whole races in between there. Unless, hey, is it the same thing for this? It doesn't matter that it's a final race. If it's under 10, is it race back to the flag?
Yes.
It is still, under the
if
yellow.
The yellow comes up, they will run back.
I mean, hopefully we don't see that because I would love to see this play out and watch the entirety because just watching them just jockey for position in the front there, right? Like, I wonder with Ken driving up front like that, if he's, after a while, are you just so confident? You're confident in your own driving that you're going to just, like, you're not worried about your mirror. You just drive where they won't, but no sense in even stressing about it. If you're in the front of the pack, I don't know. I should ask him. If we get a chance to talk to him tonight or tomorrow night. But because for me, I'm thinking the whole time I would just be uncomfortable as all heck. But just go around me, just pass.
And that's the thing. Like I'm looking at these guys. So we've got the 088 Greg in first, and then we've got Keith Bynum in the number 63, currently scored in 11th. So he's right in the middle.
Yeah.
And the 55 of Ken Roberts is in 22nd. So he's at the back.
Yeah.
And
Danny Carroll's following in third place here. He's holding firm. He has been pretty consistent this whole race. I was reading in the chat before there, as I think it was Bobby that said if he won last week's race, I think it was, that he was going to get these new headphones.
Yeah.
And then I see here tonight that she's telling me he did in fact get those headphones anyway, even without the W. But she's like, got to come up with something to bribe him with tonight. Any suggestions?
That's
and
funny.
so I'm thinking bacon is like always a good suggestion.
He could be a vegetarian.
Maybe
You don't know.
Okay, fine. Vegetarian. Then how about some whiskey?
There you go. Yeah, you see now. I think you know what? It wasn't winning the race. It was qualifying for the final 5. Got him the new headphones.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So this is I got to figure out something for the win tonight. Well, if he wins tonight, I think he should probably get like a full VR setup with a hydraulic racing pad, so like it feels like you're in the turns. I mean, that's the next step from a new headset, right? What else are you going to go for?
Right. If you're going to buy a guy a $60 headset, you might as well buy him a $60,000 motion rig.
Is that what they are? Yeah.
No, but they can be that much. I mean, you
I'm
can
sure.
spend
Maybe-
hundreds of thousands of dollars on computers.
Maybe you
Some
can
of
find
these
a nice do-it-yourself kit off of Amazon.
Right,
For
yeah.
like
Or
like
wish.com.
Right? Get the Alibaba version of the racing rig and just
I
don't put your
forgot
fingers
about
near
that
anything.
website. Yeah. You want one racing rig? Why not just get 10 off the Alibaba.com?
You take your life into your hands every time you turn on the hydraulics, and the metal is 100% pure Chinesium, so you don't know what you're getting. But
no,
that's half the fun.
The structural
It's the
integrity
risk.
of that. We got Nate around in the Monster Energy car. We are within 10, so this is a race back.
He recovered it too as much as he could.
Did he really? Yeah, we're watching the race back.
Oh, look at who it is.
Denny will be leading. This isn't the end of the race, though. This race will go green again.
Oh, okay. Sorry. When you said race back to the flag, I thought that's where we were talking. But for
No,
position,
but there's not enough laps left. There's still 8 laps to go, so that we will go green again. There is cars a lap down, so that means we probably have about 3 or 4 yellow flags. So allow me to rewind this.
So you'll watch on the first. I'm not even sure who the truck was. You'll see it in the replay. The black truck that was at the top, he gets hit. He gets put all the way up to the paint, almost in the wall. But he still maintains control of it. And after that, because of the braking, that's where the major collision happened. There was a little bump in trading paints, and like it almost got sideways, but he maintained it. Watch, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's amazing what control. If that was me, I would have been in reverse, staring at the other drivers.
Nate Balser in the 79. Yeah, he got into the wall, and he did hold on to it.
Yeah, like that's the part. He gets up there after, I don't know, it was a little bump. I didn't see what it initially caused.
There's a little bit of a slide job from the bottom line up.
Oh, okay, right.
But then he got through the aftermath. That is pretty wild.
He hit the wall, sorted it out, but then here it comes. Oh, man.
I think that truck actually be all right. Because it kind of just tagged square on the wall. He didn't really hit the nose too hard.
Well, that's why, I watched that. I'm like, oh, fantastic. We narrowly averted a crisis. And then that happened again, like right after that. I'm like, oh, never mind.
You're right. It's the checking up that happens when the guys see the smoke to allow him to gather it back up. And again, it's nobody's fault. It's just a game of inches, right? And that's what happens. So we see here we're back to live mode. Nate Balser on pit road. With a bunch of other trucks, not cars, trucks.
The truck races, Blaine.
Every time I say car, I wish that was the part we couldn't hear. Like, oh, Blaine, your mic doesn't work. Yeah, thank goodness.
I'm going to get a censor button. So every time you say the word car, it sounds like you're swearing, like saying the F word.
Yeah.
Like that. Sound like an episode of Cops.
Do you have information on our future broadcasting schedule, sir?
Yeah, it'll be more of us. You're welcome. No, hang on. I've got some better information with that. It's me and you and I. So after tomorrow night we have the Shake and Bake series again at Talladega, because that's where we like to race and broadcast from. That will be March 11th. That is also the final 5 championship drivers going for the race within the race for the Grand Poobah, the Royal Water Buffalo hat, and the mug. Whatever the prize is this year, it doesn't matter. Even just the prestige is what they're racing for. And then the special event. So next Saturday on the 18th of March, we have the benefit race, for Joey Saint Amant, or otherwise known as Elmo. I'm curious to find out the story behind that. I'm sure maybe we'll get a chance to find out that night.
Look at this.
Benefiting.
I got to interrupt you. I'm focused on Gary Slingshot Mingus, and all of a sudden Gary walked in the room. What's up, Mr. Mingus?
Oh, hi there, Blaine. How y'all doing?
Hey. Oh, it was crazy. We were just cycling through the field, and we landed on your truck, and then you actually landed in the room.
Well, it's been pretty much all over the track tonight, so why not the broadcast booth?
Yep, right? Exactly. Yeah, it's showing you've got, let me see here, a couple of pit stops under your belt. Where is it? 4. So you got lots of fuel to get to the end of this thing.
Oh, yeah, easy. The last fill up, I took a can and a half, and I'm good to go.
Right on. Good to go to the end. We were wondering about that. It was going to be exciting if it went green, because everybody was going to be about 5 laps short. So now it's just get to the end. And
I think all the ones in front of me are good to go to the end.
Yeah, everybody should be. It was strange last week, though. We saw Kelly had actually run out of gas after the finish line. So sometimes it comes down to that. Guys start running the numbers and they take it right to the brink.
Well, among the 5 champions, I told them if any of them that win the championship with the car I painted them, they had to give me a cut of the winnings.
Nice. That makes sense.
That only seems fair.
Gary uses that fast paint, paints those cars with the fast paint.
Oh, I don't know if I got to check that out. I haven't played around too much with any of the custom stuff in this, just the game itself, but it seems like there's endless possibilities, and obviously there's some better ways of painting these guys than others.
I could live without racing, but I can't live without painting.
Yeah, the painting is fun.
Right? But you find that
guys,
hobby.
Don't mean to interrupt. I'm going to try to get one more interview in here since we only had 2 cautions. So wrap this one up and I'll grab one more guy.
Perfect. Hey, Gary, well, like I said, good luck tonight. And you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ who brought the good news to Angela Balser for getting her a good, clean bill of health for the over-the-hump cancer.
Nice. Yeah, Nate's wife there. We heard about that. Yeah, so that's great to hear. Great news.
Fantastic. That's about as good as news you could hope for. Eh?
Well, we did prayers, and now we got to give thanks.
Absolutely.
That's how it works. Process. Anyway, man, thank you very much for joining us in the booth. You probably had no choice because Jeff just seems to grab people and throw them in here, but thanks for talking to us.
Happy surprise.
Yeah, you're in here. Gary Slingshot Mingus.
Next.
Where was my broadcast schedule? Nope. No, we're one lap to go here. So, yeah, we'll go back to the schedule. So we were talking about the special ALS event for Elmo.
Yeah, so that's going to be next Saturday on the 18th. So, like he was saying before, if you got $1 or a nickel or $10 or whatever you have, it'll be, every bit counts. And obviously, for a good cause like that, and be able to help somebody out. And anyways, just to bring awareness to this terrible disease too. I'm just happy to be included in part of this next week, and I'll look forward to learning more about Elmo and finding out some of I'm sure there's gonna be some stories, eh?
Like how did he get his nickname? That's what I want to know.
Right? I don't have a feeling it's Sesame Street adjacent, but make sure we're gonna find out. Maybe we'll screen that one before the race just to find out. Keep sure it's PG.
Yeah, make sure it's PG. I'm sure it's probably just because he's just a really. Yeah, he's probably just a really nice guy. That's probably why they call him Elmo.
That's what. There's that too, right? I always
because if he wasn't, they would have called him Oscar the Grouch.
Ooh, fair enough. You could call me the Cookie Monster.
Yeah, that's probably my nickname. And then the last thing on there would be
March 25th, the big team event.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody out there, teams of what? 4, 5?
8 teams of 5, full race.
Everybody repping their colors, silver, white. I was already looking at some of the chatter on the Facebook there. There's already some smack talk saying, oh yeah, with our team, don't even have to worry about showing up. Now I'm not going to name names, but you jokers know who you are out there talking that trash.
Rascals.
Oh. But again, that's part of the game, right? Get out there, have a little bit of friendly banter, and back to the green we go.
Yep. Focused on Dave Jandry in the 51 truck, which doesn't really look proper because he was a last-minute addition to the race. So we've got... this is basically the home stretch. If yellow does happen to come out, it is a race back to the line. So we will stay on the top here. Currently, Ken Roberts is the one we will be watching because he is, of the 5 championship drivers, he is in front of the other 4, pushing Kelly Causey, Buckshot in the 0-0.
Yeah, it looks like we've got Danny Carroll coming up in second for that of the race in there, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like behind Ken Roberts for the championship.
The next in line,
it looks like
would be Denny.
Yeah, he's up next, and then we've got.
He's back in about 8th right now. That's going to take a lot of legwork if he wants to catch him. They're going to need to start a high line, and
they've got a line on there. Look at that going. They're getting ready to give him a push, I think, here. So hopefully, we'll get some nice. Yeah, he's got about 4 5 guys behind him and more creeping up. So
Yeah, I mean that highline there of Denny Carroll, he is the next one in line to be able to win this championship of the final 5. He has to get to the front.
now, who are we looking at behind that now? What's the next closest
Well,
one
he's
we
being
have?
pushed by Larry Wyndham, so both of
Oh,
these
he
guys
is.
we're looking at
Larry's
right
right
now.
behind
Yeah.
him.
Oh, Larry got him a little bit loose, but they both gathered it up.
That's all right.
That's unfortunate because that lost them the momentum. They were actually gaining some good couple of spots there. Breedlove in the 931 behind Denny. Oh,
Just shows
somebody down.
Someone got loose.
That won't be an issue. He's off the race in line, so there probably won't be a yellow. That looked like it might have been Mark Paglia. Currently focused on Denny because he's the second place in the final 5. That needs to catch Roberts. Oh, he spun himself out. It's going to be Greg. Oh, that is a big accident.
Ooh, that's it.
Is that it? That might be it.
I think so. I think Greg's going to...
Everybody up front is backing out of the throttle. I thought that they may have gotten past the line before the yellow came out. I'll take a look at that. If the yellow comes out after the stripe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's an angle. Okay, we're gonna line this up here. We'll just watch this in slow motion in an instant replay here. There's Ken Roberts in the 55. Unfortunately, Denny Carroll got around there. He's with Larry Wyndham. And that is absolute calamity. And as you can see, the yellow flag is waving before they get to the line. So that right there is how it will end. Kelly will win the race, and Ken will win the championship here at the Fast and Furious Series at Talladega Nights, sponsored in part by somebody.
Viewers like you.
Yes, brought to you by viewers like you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night. I'm kidding. We're still here.
Where are we going to go? Holy cow. Well,
yeah.
That's
it's
too bad. I was
know.
curious to see. I wanted to see Denny could make a push there. Not that I'm pulling for anyone in particular, but always got to root for the underdog or at least a close second place, and I would like to see that. I think we all would, but
because he was gaining, man. Him and Larry were hooked up tight, and they were running for it. So there it is. We're going to get on Kelly. Kelly wins the race today. So we'll cue Julian. Your race winner. I guess I'm Elmer Fudd. Your race winner this evening.
We'll allow it.
Kelly Buckshot Kazi in the 0-0. Everybody giving him a little bump.
Right. Nice racing.
Join us Saturday the 18th, which would be not tomorrow but the next Saturday for the big ALS race.
That's right.
Which was basically entirely organized by this guy right here, Kelly Buckshot Kazi. And of course,
that's a lot of work put into that, I'm sure, right? And it's going to be a great race, just having a full field, and as always, some of the best of the best drivers online today.
And your winner of the Fast and Furious Truck Series, the number 55 with a second place finish, Ken Roberts. Now, where did I put that button? That's not the button. Where did I put that button?
Oh, you know what?
It's that button right there.
Sweeping the other day. I moved it over there. Sorry.
Yeah, let's just blame it on somebody else.
I was dusting and yeah.
We'll just blame it at the internet glitches and the sound glitches and you and your mop all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny how every race up to the championship goes off without a hitch, and then somehow the game gets muted. We got her fixed.
That's what we do. We roll with it.
The Fast and the Furious champion, Ken Roberts. His average finishing position for this entire season was 5th.
No, he did better in the Shake and Bake series.
This is pretty solid, though, man. His lowest finish in this whole entire 12-race series was 12th.
Okay.
That's the worst finish he had, was 12th, with an average finishing position of 5th. And today he got second.
I might have got it backwards, because I think he said he had a win in this series, but he didn't have one in the Shake and Bake. Was that right?
I believe you're correct. Yeah, in this series, he actually won race number 1.
So
yeah, he won the very first race, and then he won the entire championship by finishing second behind Buckshot.
But go back and check out that.
So I'm curious now, with Kelly winning the race and Ken winning the championship, these guys may do a tandem burnout.
Oh, the elusive. Assuming there's enough fuel left in the tank.
Yes. With yellow flag laps, they have lots. Let's go full screen on this.
That was a little joke for those that were watching last week. Yeah.
Full screen. We're going to watch a full screen dual burnout. There you go. Both your winners. Lighten her up. I can't see anything because of the smoke.
They're in there, just burning out.
Yeah, they are there.
It
is real. There's 2 trucks in there doing burnouts, a little bit of a demolition derby. So congratulations to Kelly, Buckshot, Kazi, and Ken Roberts in the 55. I cannot see anything.
You know what's awesome with the new version of the game and the updates is that they've got at least, like, there's a pretty decent smoke effect in there. Unlike when you started playing it, and it used to be just a big chunk of gray. But now my screen is a big chunk of gray, and it looks like they didn't do anything. Literally, it looks like the set of The Shining, and I love it.
Bob Dixon with the factoids in the booth. Good evening, Bob.
Thank you, Blaine. I got the factoids of the night, and here they come. Top 5 fastest laps. This might surprise you. An honorable mention was Bobby Farrell. In 5th place was Kelly Causey. Congrats, Kelly, on your win. Kelly did a 47.503 second lap. That's 201.588 lap 16. 4th was Dave Jandry. Dave did a 47.377 second lap. That's 202.124 mile per hour on lap 16. 3 was Randy Wall. Randy did a 47.363 second lap. That's 202.183 mile per hour, lap 17. And the top 2 fastest laps were both on lap 16. Second place is Mark Paglia. Mark did a 47.272 second lap. That's 202.573 mile per hour. Like I said, lap 16. And the fastest lap of the night goes to the factoids man himself, Bob Dixon. I did a 47.231 second lap. That's 202.749 mile per hour on lap 16.
Holy cow.
Wow. Everybody had 202.
Some of us had, a couple of us had 202.
That's crazy, man.
Let me look
just
again.
flying.
1, 2, 3, 4. Top 4 cars had 202.
Wow. Awesome race. Thank you very much for the factoids.
The most laps led, Blaine, was Ken Roberts led 17. Greg Lovell did 12. Kelly Causey 9. Bob Seminara 5. John Godfrey 2. Keith Bynum 1. And Randy Wall 1. And that's your factoids of the night.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bob.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure.
Thanks, Bobby. What a great season for the Fast and Furious, man. It's been a long 3 months, and we got another one tomorrow night. So keep that voice sounding good.
I'm going up to the top. You don't have to move me.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Yep.
Congrats.
All right, gentlemen. Are you ready for your podium?
Sure. Why not? That's what we're here for.
Do you need 2 minutes to talk about anything? You want me to go grab number 3?
Nope, you can go grab them.
Level.
We'll wing it. We're professionals.
Yeah, we're
kidding.
professionals at winging the
About the
broadcast. Dan Level in the
Exactly.
388.
You need someone to fake it.
What's up, fellas?
Oh, wow. Another a podium finish, man. That's what'd that look like from your? I don't know if what did it look like through the windshield or what it looked like through the rear view.
Well, I mean, there at the end, we were just in line, so I was waiting on my partners to come up through there on the outside. We were getting ready to make a final push on the outside. We had it all planned on Whisper there, but of course, if a caution comes out, it doesn't develop on you. So, good luck. I mean, good job, Ken. Congratulations to him. I mean, he deserved it. But I believe we'd have had something for him if that caution had to come out there. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, wild finish. Very good race all around. It was too bad it didn't go green to the end, but you know what? It's always a fun time when this many drivers can show up and do what you guys do.
I'm just glad to get a top 5 finish, especially top 3. Be on the podium there. Always good to get that. Like I said, if I'm always going to try to get a W if I can, but good to finish top 3. Like I said, I want to give a shout out to you guys for all you do and for letting us race here and making it fun for us. All these guys that participate, great bunch of drivers. Enjoy racing with them. Anybody that gets a championship here deserves it. So can't make any excuses for anybody and can't take anything away from anybody. Good job, Ken.
There you go.
Good job on that win too, Ken.
Yeah, it was what a great finish all around, and yeah, man, thanks a lot, and congratulate. Are you coming back? You'll be here tomorrow night, for the shake and bake?
Oh, absolutely. I'm in the championship. I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, I know. That's it. Yeah, we'll get to do it all over again.
Got a brand new paint scheme coming.
Are you running it tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's the one I just sent you last night. That new Eagles car.
Curious, man. I don't know. Is that good luck to be changing the paints at the last second? I guess we'll find out.
I trust any car that Frank Divins paints for me. I always have some good luck with those cars. So he painted this one for me. It's a special edition. It's a sharp looking ride, I think. So see what we can do tomorrow.
Right
on, Brad. Yeah.
Oh,
you have any comments? Any comments to Brad? You'd like to ask Dan real quick?
Oh yeah, no, it's just not so much comment, but just awesome racing as always out there. It's a treat to call these races is so much fun when they're as clean as they are, and obviously a few things go sideways, but awesome. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, and wish you all the best.
I appreciate it, man, and appreciate you putting this together, the broadcast and everything. You guys do a great job. Brad, Blaine, Jeff, Ken, all you guys do a good job.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Dan, you know what? I was right behind you in 4th. If you would have pulled out, we would have gone.
I didn't know if you were going to go with me or not, Jeff, so I didn't know what to do.
I would have, although I promised Ken, but he left me hanging after I helped him get around you. And after that, I said, oh, no, I'm going to go help whoever now. But
I wish you'd have spoke up and told me. I'd have went a lot earlier.
So what I'm going to do, Dan, you stay in here if you like. I'm going to grab, I'm going to grab Kelly, the winner, first, because Ken is the champion. I'd like to interview him last, if that's okay. So go ahead and we'll bring Buckshot down here. He's won, 3 races in a row out here the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, man, he's been tearing it up lately.
All right, so let me go grab Buckshot, and we'll leave the final interview for the champ, for the first-time champ of the Fast and Furious. So here I'm going to get Buckshot.
Thanks, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Buckshot, congratulations on the podium finish, being number 1 tonight.
Thank you, bud.
We talked to Dan once already, and then here he is again, and then same with you. We were talking to you at the start, and here you are. You called it. You were gonna you said, hey, we'll talk to you again at the end of the race, which means you got to get a podium finish and you end up winning the thing.
Well, I sure didn't think it was going to happen, but I sure was wishing, and it ended up happening. So I'm happy with it. It was a good race. I got a break there at the end with the caution, but took half a can on that last pit stop, and that was the difference to get me up there.
Would that half a can got you the full way, or would you have been flirting with a splash?
Well, we went like two laps of caution after that. It was going to be. I really didn't even be leading, but I was going to give it a try. It was going to be close. I think I'd have made it.
Yeah, well, it was great. It was great to watch. Big wreck in the rearview mirror. Get to drive to the win, and I was looking at it again. Like when the yellows happen so close to the finish line, I'm checking to see if you guys are getting trapped in that area where the pace car comes out and holds half the field behind you guys. That's always fun for the admins to try to figure that out. But the yellow came out before the stripe, so we didn't have that situation.
Yeah, it was really perfect timing for me, though, because it didn't give the guys behind us a chance to, if it happened right past the start finish, those guys would have had a chance to take another shot at it. So it was good timing for me.
You want to, man, did you, excuse me, did you want to talk more about the ALS race real quick?
Yeah, we can. I mean, it's a really good thing we're going to be putting on. A lot of great drivers going to be there. I consider it an all-star race. There's some guys that unfortunately we couldn't have, but 40 in the race, and so some of the guys are not going to be in it that I wish could be in it. But if we could put 80 in there, I would have put 80 in there. But it's going to be an exciting race. I think it's going to have a big crowd watching it with a lot of the supporters for Joey's, and so hopefully we'll put on a good show for everybody.
Yeah, a lot of really cool custom paint jobs on every single car. Everybody's driving fresh cars, all themed for Joe, and it's going to be a blast. A lot of customization. Rebuild the broadcast. It'll be a different looking broadcast visually, and all the cool cars and all the great painters. It's just a collective of talent coming together to put this thing in motion. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. All the cars are pretty much themed with some things that Joey was involved in his job, what he liked to do. And, I made one, he was a driver's ed instructor. So I made a driver's ed car for my brother that will be racing with us. He doesn't race here much at all, but he has in the past. And so on the back of it, it's got caution student driver. So I thought that was pretty funny.
That's awesome.
So yeah, there's some great paint schemes.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch, man. So yeah, congratulations again on the win this evening, and what a way to end the season off. That's couldn't have gone any better, I don't believe. So thanks for talking to us again as always, and I guess we got to get to the winner of the championship. There's too many winners in here this evening.
Good job, Buckshot. Good win, buddy.
Thank you, Dan. Yeah, I'm excited for Ken, man. He does a great job racing, and he did a great job tonight, and he deserves that championship for sure.
Hey, kudos to you coming out here in the last couple of weeks, tearing it up. So I think if you would have started at the beginning of the season, you never know, Mr. Kelly. You might have been winning this bad boy yourself. But it was season one. There's always season two. So thanks for coming out, man. Looking forward to the benefit race, and I guess I don't know how you're going to word it at this time, but I can't wait till next week. Appreciate the invite, and here at Talladega Nights, we're going to do our darndest to make it the best race ever. So I will see you next week. I'm going to bring you two back up there. Go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll bring the winner of the season down.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I think that's all we got, man. Thanks, Kelly. I was going to see if you got any shout-outs, but we already did all that stuff. So, yeah, thanks for your time, and we'll see you guys tomorrow because we got one more championship race to get to.
Thank y'all for what y'all do.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you too, Dan.
Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure, man. It's been fun. I believe if I could have raced a few more races this season, I might have had a shot at it too. But you guys do a great job over here. Good job, Buckshot.
I already moved him back up, but I'm sure he'll hear that on the broadcast. And I tell you, like you said, you're another one. If you would have started probably in the beginning, yeah, I mean, the talent out here is unbelievable. So thanks for coming out here, bud. All right, audience, broadcasters, I am bringing the man, man himself. So rip into him. Here we go.
So I see the cheating paid off this time, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding.
There he is, 55, Ken Roberts. Congratulations, man. Fast and Furious Truck Series champion, the one and only.
Thanks, Blaine. That was that exciting or what?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. We were looking at your stats for the season. Your worst finish was 12th, average finish of 5th. You won the first race, and that was the only win you had. But, you know, all the way down, 1st, 5th, 4th, 2nd, 9th, 12th, 3rd, 9th, 2nd, 8th, 4th, 2nd. Not bad statistics for a 12-race season.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Enjoy racing with these guys. I mean, you know, some very competitive guys in here. I about screwed the pooch tonight, though. A couple times on pit road, I went in to top off, and I didn't turn my tires off. So my 1 gallon of gas, I had to get 4 tires on top of that. So that put me all the way at the tail end of the field. And I thought, well, I may have lost it there. And then started working my way up the field, up through the pack. And then we got that caution, and that saved my bacon.
Right. We noticed that a couple times. We're like, hey, where's Ken? Because you led 17 laps. You led the most laps tonight. But yeah, there was a point where you were at the back, and that was because of the taking 4 tires when you wanted none. But yeah, it all fell into place.
Yeah, I mean, it all fell in, and then I got behind Causey on that last restart, and he was telling me he was close on gas, so I was worrying about that, and you know, I had Dan behind me, Dan's looking for a win, so just try to keep it up front,
So what's the plan like with when you win the championship today, and then you're going into tomorrow's race? Are you? I mean, so I'm just checking the stats here for the Shake and Bake series because you're in that one as well. You think you can pull off 2 championships in one weekend?
Well, honestly, no. That's a whole nother animal tomorrow night. Those guys over there are pretty good, and but you never know. I mean, I think I used all my luck up tonight. I come into actually one of the pit stops. I actually smacked the wall coming in. So I had about 4 or 5 rabbit foots in my pocket tonight. So I'm probably out of luck. I'll probably end up upside down tomorrow night.
Well, we hope you don't, because it is weird. There's a lot of familiar names in both competing on both nights, but the races are completely different monsters. Where guys who don't have a win here have 5 over there, and it's wild how different the standings actually fall. So you're in the top 5 there tomorrow, so that'll definitely be fun to watch. So congratulations with tonight's race. That was wild. I liked watching you and Kelly try to do the dual burnout. I mean, we couldn't see anything. There's too much smoke. But
yeah, that was good.
We knew what was going on, I think.
I tried to run into him, but I couldn't find him. So
I was trying to focus on you guys. Yeah, I couldn't find you either because there's so much smoke. But I just froze the camera. I'm like, yeah, everybody just stare at the smoke screen because I don't know where the cars are. Trucks.
Yeah.
Trucks.
Just want to say thanks to or tell Kelly good job on his win tonight. He's been hot here late, so getting behind him's good plan. And then good run for Dan Lavelle. I know he needed that.
Yeah, it was a stacked podium this evening. And, Jeffrey was right there, though, man. Hey, Jeff, he's at 4th place,
Yeah, right outside there. I was actually helping my friend. He's actually in this room. I kind of forgot his name now because he left me. He left me on the inside. So I'm like, Dan, if you pull out, I might follow you, and Bob Seminary might come with me. So it might change things up. I don't know what would have happened, Ken, but yeah, I was a little lost on the inside, but Bobby let me back in, thank goodness. But hey, man, real quick, congratulations on the Fast and Furious Season 1 championship. You deserve every bit of it, my friend. You're an admin here. You're the head admin on the weekends. It's tough to be an admin in race. You know that, but you did it. Congratulations. And you will be getting a coffee cup with your car, your name, and the Talladega logo from Chris and I coming soon. And congratulations again. I'll see you on the track tomorrow night. And Brad, do you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, it was awesome. Well, congrats again on the win. Looking forward very much to tomorrow night. After tonight's exciting race, tomorrow will be another banger. Congrats to everybody out there racing tonight. There was could have been anybody's race in those last 10 laps and came down the way it did, but there was some fantastic racing. It was a real treat to call this one. Thanks for having me here tonight as well. And I don't know, Blaine, did you have anything to say to that?
No, I think we're done, man, because that's it's a great crew we got going here, and I love doing this stuff. You know, I'm a grown man, but I'm still like a kid when it comes to this this game, whatever you want to call it. And you know, being trapped in a server with all you guys is awesome.
Especially Gary Mingus. We love you, Mingus. Just kidding. Anyway, and Randy Wall, where'd you go? Anyways, hopefully we'll see both those back out here tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna move the champ upstairs, and I'm gonna bring one more guy down here that's done a lot for us, for Ken and myself and Chris and this whole Talladega Nights and Tarnation TV. And you probably know who that is, but I'd like to give a little word with him.
Awesome.
Thanks, Blaine, Brad. Appreciate what you guys do. Jeff, all the hard work you put in, brother. I know what you do, so I appreciate what you do for Talladega Nights and give us such a great place to race.
Well, thanks, Ken. It means a lot, man. It makes every second of it worth it. So thank you so much.
Yep, appreciate it.
Thanks, Ken. Congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good luck.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Have a good one.
All right, guys. I'm just going to bring our Hagley. This new guy comes out of nowhere on our server on a Wednesday with Pat McCarskey. Just Dean had a game downloaded, and here he is, just doing so much for us here at Talladega Nights. I would like to commend him for that. So, you know, just rip him up when I bring him down, okay?
Yep.
Tear a new one into him. Here he is.
Craig Hagley in the Tarnation TV booth, head chief executive officer of the art department.
Yeah, I hear you.
I know, man. All the artwork you're doing is awesome. Saves me a ton of time. And it looks great.
It does. It looks amazing. Good work.
Yeah, I was just trying to do so to help the league look better and help your broadcast look better, and it gives me something to do. So I appreciate to get to see my work out there.
Yeah, it fits in perfect. Like I said, it saves me a lot of time because there's stuff that I want to do and then can't get to it because I just have to focus on everything else. And then all of a sudden, those priorities, I don't know, I guess you read minds because, cool, I don't need to do that now. And then another graphic hits and another graphic. Jeff's sending me all this stuff. You're hitting me with emails. So yeah, man, I just like to say thanks for all your hard work. It looks great. It fits awesome. And yeah, keep it coming. I sent you a new logo. So it's in your email box.
Awesome. Well, thank you, and thank Brad for everything y'all do up there in the booth, and for letting me be a part of your broadcast, because that, I mean, to me, that's really special. And especially thanks to Jeffrey and everybody amongst the Talladega Nights let me come in this past few months and join right in and feel like a family. And I really appreciate everything that everybody's done for me in the last few months. It's helped me out a whole lot. Thanks, guys.
Amen to that, brother. We're like brothers now. And man, I'm so glad Pat found you. Thanks, Pat. Hanging out that day.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat. There you go. Craig, that's been a pleasure, man. Can't wait to see what happens tomorrow night. And thanks for all your hard work. You make a website look awesome. You make the production of the broadcast look great. Saved a lot of time on Blaine. He is just bombarded with so many things going on right now. So thanks, man. We just want to bring you down here and say thanks so much for what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Brad, wrap this up, Brad.
Yeah, well, if you like the broadcast tonight, go to sendbrad$1.com because he needs it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. a little bit of e-begging. No, it's a treat to work, like I say, with this community and with such good racers and just a really tight-knit crew like this. So I'm just happy to be a part of it again. So thank you very much, Jeff, for letting me be part of this, and Blaine for the invite as well. And I'm just, like I say, from someone who didn't know two things about NASCAR except for what I learned from Ricky Bobby to where I've come in the last few weekends alone is I'm really enjoying what I'm learning and picking it up as I go along. So thanks for your patience while you listen to me figure it out. And for those of you following along at home with me, well, thanks for tuning in as well. All of us.
What about Cole Trickle?
Yeah.
No doubt. All right. Well, Pat Summerall and John Madden, we appreciate what you've done for these past 12 weeks on Fridays. And we'll do this again tomorrow. So hopefully everybody comes back out here and have a good time, fellowship. And you know what? Who would have thought of that race? Almost, 2 cautions? I mean, maybe 3 at the end or something. But that went pretty darn clean.
It was super.
Let's see. Yep, 3 cautions for 10 laps. 11 lead changes with 7 drivers.
With 32 guys, I believe, right? 32, 33, something like that. So,
32,
man, you can't ask for a better race. And
31, sorry.
31. That's still a heck of a race. All right, guys, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna take Craig with me. We're gonna go. Let's grab a beer, Craig. Man, we need to go find some women or something. Anyways, we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow.
Hang on, I'll be right over.
Beers on me.
No, Brad, Pat Summerall, and Matt and Joe. Whatever. You all need to stay here. We're heading out, Craig. Let's go.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Oh man, yeah. Let's so yeah, the music you're hearing in the background this whole time has been Day Street Brothel, so check them out on the reverbnation.com/ is it Day Street Brothel or the Day Street Brothel?
I'm pretty sure it's Day Street Brothel, but now you got me questioning that. So let me take a look. The Day Street Brothel.
Yeah, it should be the.
reverbnation.com / the Day Street Brothel. Good call. Right. I forgot the was there. I saw them live in person one time, and they blew my brains out. And so now I can't remember how to say their name.
Yeah,
that's how hard they rock.
They rock that hard, and that's the
thing.
Yeah,
you'll forget what they're called, and then every time you find them again, you're like, "Oh, who's this new band?"
Right.
I can't believe I'm listening to this heavy metal.
Yeah, Spotify is what I'm using right now to stream it all in there. So all your streamcast. Yeah, apologies again for the start of the race of forgetting somehow to turn the sound on. For the racing environment, it was kind of weird. But you know what? Thanks to the people in the chat for letting us know. They're going, we can't hear nothing. I'm like, what do you mean you can't hear nothing? And I look over and go, yeah, you're right. You can't hear nothing. For some reason, yeah, for some reason that virtual audio cable wasn't picking up that sound. But yeah, glitches happen. So they all happened in one night. So that's always fun.
Well, at least we got them out of the way for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be way better with 0 mistakes.
It's funny how you get this like muscle memory of system checks, where I go through the whole broadcast when I'm doing a broadcast that night.
Yep.
I'll get on here a couple hours early and I'll fire up a race with artificial intelligence to make sure the tickers are running properly and audio systems go, all that stuff. And I guess now I've just got to check one more level, one more thing. But,
well, that's what I was saying before when I said how I just show up and look good. You're the man behind the curtains here, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Blaine Donlin.
Yeah,
he's pulling all the strings. It is in fact his circus, and they are in fact his monkeys, where it's none of mine. So I'm just here to visit his circus, and I just show up and be like, hey, is the circus ready? I'll do. It's funny, just
funny, weird internet glitches with me today too. I don't know if that affected the broadcast at all, but it was kind of popping on and off.
I remember you saying that your internet, you thought you got to knock your modem out for a minute. I'm like, oh, that's could be rough because sometimes that could be a 15-minute endeavor depending on.
I won't do it during the race. I'll probably pull the plug before I go to bed tonight and let it sit all night off. I haven't done that in a while. I usually try to do that once a month. It's like unplug it for a couple hours and let it actually die because the internal batteries, and it's just weird technology stuff. You do need, don't just pull the plug and turn it back on again, like pull the plug and legitimately walk away from it for half an hour it does work, because it seems to be causing some problems. The last couple of weeks I've noticed it on the broadcast. It'll just tell me I'm not online, but I can still hear you guys talking. So I don't know if I'm not online and the broadcast skips, why can I still hear voices through the internet? I don't know. But internet technology, what are you going to do, right?
How does it work?
You know what? I don't know.
Me either. So I just go, you know what? Sometimes it doesn't work. I'm okay with that. I'm like, you know what? For the amount that you work, but just please work during the race. That's all I ask.
That's all we want. Yeah. It's not hard to do.
That's not too much.
No. But I guess
just don't act up when it's important.
Yeah, I pay for you. I pay $100 and way too many dollars a month for this thing to be sputtering. But yeah, another great race tonight. Congratulations to Ken Roberts and Kelly Causey for winning the race. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Do it all again in car form. The audio will be working. The crank it ups will be great. The music will be loud. And we will do what we do. So thanks for watching Tarnation TV. And if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. But remember, keep your stick on the ice.
And always buckle up.
There it is. You topped it finally. Keep your stick on the ice. Always buckle up. Don't speed in
drive
zones.
Safe.
Yes.
Just the timeless. Drive safe.
Yep.
That's
drive safe and be polite. And remember, we're pulling for you. We're all in this together.